Hello, this is Jeana, and I make a lot of videos, but I've never made a get ready with me video, so this is going to be my attempt to do that. I hope you enjoy it. So I'm getting ready for my day, and I started my day today with a light peel. So I gave myself a double cleanse with the Dr. S.A. Moisturizing Cleansing Gel, and then I did a deep clean powder enzyme wash, and then I gave myself a light peel with the new Hop weekly peel pads. Actually, it's not a peel pad, it's a peel solution, and I massaged that all over my face. I left it on for 1 minute and then quickly removed it because you only leave it on for 1 or 2 minutes. And this peel solution is meant to really enhance the effects you get with your Cava+ system. So I'm really excited about that. But you can see my skin is nice and squeaky, shiny, clean. So I'm putting my hair up, get it out of the way here, and show you guys what I do in the morning. Not only my skincare routine, but the makeup that I put on too. So not everything I'm going to show you today is from Art of Skincare. There's some other things that I picked up along the way that I use, and I will show you those as we go. So first things first, because I've been out of the shower for a little bit and my skin is kind of hardening up, it's getting tight and a little dry, I'm going to give myself a nice spritz. That feels good. That feels really good when your skin's starting to feel parched. Now I've got my Neogenesis Recovery Serum. I only use 1 pump. I don't go a day without using these. In fact, I use it twice per day. Next step in my system is to grab the Emapel. I use Emapel for that MEP. The MEP binds with those estrogen receptors in the skin to promote more moisture in the skin, more collagen production in the skin, brighter skin tone. It really helps to take your skin back in time to when it was premenopausal or non-menopausal. It's made a big difference for my skin. And normally I would apply all these things pretty much down to my belly button, even on my arms. Now I'm going to grab my Cava+. I'm going to use 4 pumps of Cava+. 3 or 4 pumps is all I need. And then I'm going to take a bit of the Hevatox Gold Serum, and I just add a little bit of that, about that much, to my Cava+. And that Hevatox Gold Serum, that's all about erasing those deeper lines that are trying to form on the face, whether it's the forehead, around the eyes, the cheeks, kitty whiskers around the nose, all those areas. See my foam starting to form, so I'm going to grab my TMP. And when you do it like this, you just use it on the very first setting. We're just using the ultrasound setting, and we're using it to drive that Cava+ into the skin and just work it in until it disappears pretty much into the skin. Next step, I'm going to grab some eye cream. So I've kind of been switching around a little bit in my eye cream. So right now I'm using the Youth Eye Complex from Is Clinical. I really like this in the winter time. It's got these hyaluronic spheres in it, and my skin really needs that extra moisture and plumping at this time of the year because I get these little wrinkly bags under my eyes when my skin is dehydrated. So I'm patting this because those hyaluronic spheres need to be worked down into the skin. Pat some on the lips. So I've got my Promoter Repair Moisturizer. This is from Hop. I'm going to massage this on. Face, neck, chest. You can see my skin is nice and glowing and moist, and it's a little bit extra pink. It feels a little bit tingly, stingly, and that's just because of the peel that I used this morning on the skin. So I've taken off a layer of dead skin on the surface, and the skin is just a little bit sensitive, but not bad. Okay, next step in my routine. This is my favorite. It's the All Mineral Sunscreen from Hop. Just gonna grab a pea-size amount. Work it into the skin. Need a little bit more. Have to cover the neck and chest as well. My chest is covered now, so I won't do it, but normally all over. Well, I'm starting to look alive now. I was looking a little dreary this morning. Still need a little something though. We're not quite put together. So let's move on to the next step. My next step in my skincare routine, and this is where I veer away from artist skincare a bit, and one of my favorites is from Jones Road. Jones Road is a brand that was made, is the current brand for Bobbi Brown. She's now working with her new company. It's called Jones Road, and this is called What the Foundation. And this is a fabulous foundation for my days off. It's also for any of you who have deeper lines on your face, a more rough texture, and you just feel like you can't even wear foundation because it doesn't wear nicely. You will love What the Foundation. I use the Fair. You can see I use it a lot, getting down to the bottom of the container here. And this is like a balm. It's very moisturizing. On the days when I'm gonna be filming, I do use it. I use it on my days off alone. And then on the days when I'm filming, I use it and put some of my, I use it as a primer. And I put my Illuminaire on top of it to get that really perfect finish. So let's grab the Illuminaire. I use the Illuminaire moisturizing finish. Sometimes I will use the concealing finish, but most of the time I just grab the moisturizing finish. And with this makeup, you know it's pretty concentrated. So you can see it's just a small amount that I grab, work it into my fingers, and then little dots across my face, my cheeks, my nose, and then gently blend it downward. Be a little bit on the forehead, but mostly around the nose area. I have a lovely brush that I like to use. Who is this made by? This is, I can't tell you who made this brush. I just like it though. It's a concealing brush, and you can use it to blend your concealer in, and it just melts it right down into the pores. And I love that. You can reach out to my customer service. I'll make sure they know what company makes this brush that I found. I have a few different brushes you'll see me use here. Okay, so now I have my foundation on. I'm ready to get some eyes happening here. So let's work on eyes. For eyes, I go to Trinny London. If you guys heard of Trinny London, she's a real fashion diva. She's out of London. She's out of England. She's just fantastic. And my favorite color for eyes, these, let me break this apart so you can see. These come in little pots, but what's really cool about them is they break apart into individuals. So you can, get the colors that you like, and when you travel, they just hook together. So this one that I've been using the most is called Moon. You guys see there, Moon. I'm gonna grab the Moon, and I'm gonna grab a little brush. You can use a little synthetic brush like this. This is the brush from Illuminaire, or you can use a fingertip. And it's just a really nice cream that does not crease. It stays put. It's very natural and very easy to use. If you want a lighter look, you can just do one color and just put a little bit on. If you want a little more sophistication, you can put it on a little bit thicker, and you get more out of it, and you can layer colors. So I often wear this Moon, and I often layer it with Chalice. Magician is nice too, but I like this Chalice. It's a little bit of a plumish metallic metal. What I like about these is they have a little luminescence to them, but they're not highly frosted. So if you're worried about being older and having a color on your eyelids that's too frosty, this won't do it, but it's not going to give you that matte, dry, crepey skin look either. It's kind of a really nice in between. So I'm going to grab some of the Chalice, and I like to use this, grab a mirror, I like to use this right along the lash line, just to deepen up the color a little bit. And then a little bit out here on this little ledge under here where my eyes droop. And there you go. Let's do the other side. It's so simple. You can use your fingertip or you can use a brush. It works so well. The other thing that's nice about these creams from Trinny is you don't have to worry about them flaking all over the place when you're putting them on and getting under the eyes. They go on really beautifully. And then again, I'm just taking the little leftovers and going up here right on top of that puffy part of my eye where I have a more droopy eyelid. Pretty simple. Okay, now I'm going to grab some mascara. I have trouble with mascaras. I don't know about you guys, but if I use a regular mascara, it ends up under my eyes by the end of the day. Doesn't matter what I do, it ends up under my eyes. So I like a tubing mascara, and I've been doing a lot of experimenting, and I found 2 tubing mascaras this year, or actually at the end of last year, that I really like. I get them from Sephora. One is called Cailray, and the other one is from Tarte, and it's called Tartlette. I use both, to be honest. I'm enjoying them right now. So I'll take Tartlette and I'll do that first. Now, once you're 50 and over, you can't put on mascara without a magnifying mirror, right? It's just really difficult to do without getting mascara all over the place. Let's do our next coat with the Cailray and get a little bit more bulk to my lashes so they show up a little bit more. Now you guys can see I am a minimalist. I keep it really simple with that low makeup kind of natural glow. It just works for me. Now what I like to use normally is a stick pencil from Jones Road, and I use it on my brows. However, in the Christmas Rush, it kind of looks like this, only this is their concealer, and this is fun too. I do like the concealer, but it looks just like this, but it's for the brows. And during the Christmas Rush, I misplaced it. I must have wandered out about the house somewhere and set it down, and now it's missing. So that's what I would normally do for my brows, because I really need to add a little bit more to my brows to help them stand out. But we can use a little bit of the concealer stick here from Jones Road. I can get in and do this little darker area inside the eyes, a little bit around the nose. And then I can grab my little brush that I like so much that I can't tell you where I got it from. And now I feel like I could use just a tiny bit more foundation. And the lovely thing about a luminaire is that you can just keep layering it on. You just apply tiny amounts at a time, and that's what keeps it really natural. So we can just apply a little bit on each side. I can grab my Illuminaire brush. Just get a little more finish on there. You guys know me, I love blush. So 2 things that I love. One is from Jones Road again. This is her Flushed Balm. I love this. You can apply it really heavy. It's just a balm. And it goes on and it looks really beautiful. She also has the same color in a stick, and sometimes I use that to add a little extra color to this. Especially in the summertime, that'll be my summer routine. In the wintertime, I use a little different colors, and I usually choose from Trinny London. So she has 2 that I like. One is called Veebee. This one's a really light rosy color. Put a little bit of that on. And this one's really natural. Isn't that pretty? And then the other one that I like from her, well, actually there's two more I like from her. This one is Freddie. And sometimes with Freddie, I just add a little bit more just to give it a little darker color if I'm wearing heavier fabrics or darker colors in the day. I'll just do the tiniest little bit, and then I like to put Freddie on my lips. But right now it's winter time. It's been a lot of winter storms, and I know that Celine's been telling me on TikTok, they've been having these TikTok videos on how to get that snow glow. And so I'll show you guys my favorite snow glow, and I use this a lot when I was in Quebec, and that is Pippa. Pippa is a gloss, and you can use it very, very sparingly. And that little bit that's extra on my lip, on my finger, I just add to the top of my cheekbone, so it just looks like I got a little bit of winter coldness on the top of my cheeks. How many people do you know that put on 3 blushes? I don't normally put on 3 shades of blush, but you can. You can play with it, and it's very pretty. A little bit of that gloss on there. The other glosses that I love is the Hourglass gloss. So I'm gonna go grab one. Hang on a minute, you guys. This is my favorite one for finishing, and this is what I carry around in my purse. And this is from Hourglass. Let me see if I can tell you guys the name of the color. I need glasses to do that. This is my winter color from Hourglass, and it is called Haze. And it's really moist, shiny, feels good. It's kind of a sheer, but has really nice color to it. And that's it, you guys. That's my get ready with me. That's how quick it is. I hope you like that. I will have Celine link some of these makeups that I use in the comments on the video so that you can check them out and see what you might like to try. Thanks for joining me today. Bye-bye.